Let's make banana loaf. Take 2 ripe bananas and break into a blender. 100 ml of vegetable oil, 225 grams of self-raising flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 2 eggs, 50 ml of milk, 175 grams of caster sugar, and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Blend until smooth. Take a loaf tin lined with parchment paper. Pour in the cake mixture. Place into a preheated oven at 170 degrees C for 40 minutes. Here we go. Place onto a cooling rack. Take out of the tin and allow to cool. Enjoy your banana loaf. Let's make chocolate chip cookies. Add 100 grams of light brown sugar and 125 grams of caster sugar into a bowl with 125 grams of soft butter. Beat together with a wooden spoon until it looks like this. Add 1 lightly beaten egg, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Mix. Now add in 100 grams of chocolate chips, half a teaspoon of salt, and mix in 225 grams of self-raising flour. Mix until everything's combined and it forms a dough. Take a spoonful of cookie dough and then roll it into balls. At this stage, you could freeze these as they are as cookie dough balls and then just get them out and bake them as and when you please. If you're not going to do that, take a baking tray lined with parchment paper and place them on not too many, nicely spaced apart. So on this tray I'm only putting 6 and I'll bake in batches of 6. Place in a preheated oven at 170 degrees C. Bake for 20 to 25 minutes depending on how chewy you like them. Leave them to cool on a cooling rack. Cheers. Zesty lemon curd. Crack 2 eggs into a bowl and 2 egg yolks. You can separate like this between the shells or like this. Add 100 grams of caster sugar and the juice of 4 lemons. Bring a pan of water to a gentle simmer. Whisk the ingredients together. Place the bowl over the water. Don't allow the water to touch the bottom of the bowl. And whisk until the mixture thickens up, but don't stop whisking because you don't want your eggs to scramble. When it goes thick and creamy like this, it's time to gradually add in 75 grams of unsalted butter and whisk off the heat. Take 1 lemon and squeeze the juice in. Pass the mixture through a sieve. Place your lemon curd into a bowl. Cover with cling film. Press to the surface. This stops it forming a skin when you let it set in the fridge. Use your lemon curd to spread on toast, ripple it through a cheesecake, or even just put it on a lovely little bit of shortbread like this. But remember, when life gives you lemons, make simple 3-egg omelette. Break 3 eggs into a bowl with a pinch of salt and pepper. Mix. Finely chop 2 spring onions. Pour 10 grams of butter into a pan over low heat. Add your eggs into a pan and slowly move around with a wooden spoon. As it begins to set, grate in a cheese of your choice and throw on some of those chopped spring onions. Now fold over your omelette and turn onto a plate. Finish with an extra grating of cheese over the top and a few more spring onions. Enjoy your crispy crushed new potatoes. Place 1 kilo potatoes into a pan of salted cold water. Bring to the boil and cook for 20 minutes. Drain. Now crush the potatoes. Add the crushed potatoes into a mixing bowl with 35 ml of olive oil, 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika, half a teaspoon of chili flakes, 2 cloves of crushed garlic, 2 sprigs of rosemary, a good pinch of salt and pepper. Mix until completely covered. Spread out onto a baking tray. Roast in the oven at 210 degrees C for 45 minutes to an hour until they're completely crispy. These are so good. You seriously need to try them. Enjoy your... Let's make burger buns. Place 500 grams of strong bread flour into a mixing bowl. Make a well in the center using the back of a spoon. Add in 7 grams of fast action yeast, 30 grams of sugar, 10 grams of salt, 25 grams of melted butter, 300 mils of tepid milk. Mix together from the inside of the bowl and gradually bring in the flour on the outside until it forms a dough. Lightly flour your work surface and tip out the dough. Knead for 10 minutes. Until it looks nice and smooth like this. Place the dough back into your mixing bowl. Cover with a clean damp cloth. Leave to proof for 1 hour. Uncover the dough. Punch out the air. Tip out onto your worktop. Divide the dough into 8 equal sized pieces. Now roll them into balls. Place them onto a lined baking tray. Wet your hand. Firmly press them down. Beat 1 egg and brush over the top. Cover and leave for 30 minutes. Uncover. Brush with egg 1 more time. Now sprinkle with seeds of your choice. I'm using onion seeds. Bake in the oven at 180 degrees C for 20 to 25 minutes until they look like this. Enjoy your burger buns. 3 easy vinaigrettes to make at home. Balsamic. Tip 60 ml of balsamic vinegar into a jar and 120 ml of extra virgin olive oil. Add in a pinch of salt and pepper. Lid on and shake. Lemon. Place 60 ml lemon juice into a jar with 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard, 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1 clove of crushed garlic, 120 ml of extra virgin olive oil, pinch of salt and pepper. Shake. Honey mustard. Place 60 grams of Dijon mustard into a jar with 60 grams of honey, 40 ml of cider vinegar, 60 ml of extra virgin olive oil, a pinch of salt and a pinch of pepper. Shake. Not like that. Shake. Enjoy your vinaigrettes. Let's make roast garlic mayonnaise. Take a full bulb of garlic and cut off the top. Place onto some foil, drizzle with a little bit of oil and a pinch of salt. Wrap up and place in the oven at 180 degrees C for 50 minutes. 2 egg yolks into a mixing bowl with 30ml of white wine vinegar. Squeeze in all of that sticky garlic. Whisk. Slowly drizzle in 250ml of vegetable oil. Don't stop whisking. Season with salt. Enjoy your garlic mayonnaise. Let's make butter. Take 600ml of double cream or any cream with at least 40% fat content. Pour the cream into a mixing bowl and whisk with a stand mixer or an electric hand whisk. Mix until the fats separate from the buttermilk. We now have butter here and buttermilk right there. Take the butter, press it together and squeeze out any of the excess buttermilk. Fill a bowl with cold water. Place the butter in, keep washing it and changing the water until the water is eventually clear. Now take your butter and put it on a sheet of greaseproof paper, roll it up, tighten up the ends. You can now store this in the fridge for up to 1 week. Enjoy your butter. Perfect duck breast every time. Take 1 duck breast, season generously with salt and pepper on both sides. Skin side down into a cold pan and place onto a medium-high heat. Cold pan helps the skin crisp up and the fat to render out slowly. Once the fat is rendered out and the skin's crisped up, it's time to turn it over and sear on the other side. Place your duck breast into a hot oven at 200 degrees C for 6 to 8 minutes. Leave your duck breast to rest for half the amount of time you cooked it before slicing. Slice it up into nice thick slices. Rosy pink, juicy, and absolutely perfect.